Hey guys, we're here again today at HardRacing, working on our 22 Grom RR project bike. Today we're going to be installing this custom LED integrated taillight. This is a really top quality LED taillight, OEM, plug and play, no harness, sub harnesses, all that other crap. This is fully programmable, so you can adjust the brightness. It's about 14 different things you can program on it, the brightness, the sequence, the turn signal brightness, the brake light brightness. I mean, the one huge added benefit for this obviously is a more compact tail section. Your turn signals, you can remove them. You can also keep them if you want, have double the brightness of having turn signals, but most guys will remove the turn signals and have it integrated in the tail light. Nice thing also is the tail light is much brighter than stock. The brake light actuation can be adjusted so it flashes a few times, making it a little bit more apparent to the drivers behind you. Hopefully, less chance they run into the back of you. The Grom obviously is a very small motorcycle, so anything you can do to basically wave a flag to the guy behind you to not run into you is a good thing. So upgrading to this taillight not only gives you a cleaner rear end look, but it also improves the safety of the bike for oncoming motorists to see you better when you're slowing down. Today we're going to show you how quick and easy it is to install it on the 22 Grom. And also one thing you'll see on the top of the box right here, that is called an HD relay. Anytime you switch taillight or blinkers to LEDs, you don't get enough resistance, the bike thinks something's wrong, it doesn't blink correctly, so you got to switch it out with an HD relay. So be sure if you're ordering one of these taillights or LED turn signals that you get an HD relay. You only need one per bike. It does all the turn signals together, so make sure to add that as well when you get one of these. And we'll show you how quick and easy it is to install both of these today.
Okay, first step, of course, is going to be to remove the seat. Okay, so next step is going to be to loosen these two 10mm nuts. Okay, and next we're going to remove these 4 bolts. I've got 2 here, and then these 2 right here. Okay, and that's going to allow us to lower the undertail so that we can remove the harness. So next you unplug the taillight here, and then you unclip here. And next there's a grommet in the back. You can push up, pinch it on the back, push up from underneath, and it'll pop right out. All right, and now you can work the harness around from the subframe and then remove the taillight. Okay, so next we're going to install the new taillight, and we're going to take and feed the harness back through along the subframe. And again, this is going to be OEM plug and play, so the connector is going to be the same as the stock one. We're going to go ahead and tuck that out of the way. So just one quick note, keep watch for these plugs on the side where if you wanted to install a luggage rack, because they will pop out. All right, so next we're going to install the nuts back on the taillight, and please make note that your washers are still in place. You want to tighten these down just enough to where you start to compress the rubber grommets. No need to over tighten them. Okay, and we've already removed the stock OEM tag bracket and retained the stock wire harness. All right, so at this point you're going to connect the turn signal bullet connectors into the stock harness. Okay, and the brown turn signal wire goes to the orange connector, and the green turn signal wire goes to the blue connector. Again, brown turn signal wire to orange connector, and green turn signal wire to blue connector. All right, and next we're going to carefully route the wire harness along the subframe and plug it back in. Okay, and hopefully you purchased our HD relay if you didn't already have one. And what you're going to do is pull your stock one off and install the new one. Okay, next go ahead and cinch down all your 4 bolts again, making sure that none of your wires got pinched. Okay, now the only wire that you should have left is going to be your program wire. And this is the wire that we use to program the light. And this wire is going to connect to this blaster control switch. And that switch is what you'll use to program the taillight.
Alright, so I held the programming button while I turned it on, and that puts it in programming mode. Now I choose 1 through 5 for whichever programming mode I want to mess with. First one is your startup sequence. So we'll click 1. Wait a second and watch what happens. Alright, so this is the startup sequence I have right now, which is just turning on. If I press the other option, that's what it's going to do when you start your bike up. Basically, if you can't tell from the video, it's flashing red and yellow. If you have a chance for epileptic seizure, you should not do this, because this really is bright. So I'm going to put it back at just turning on. Alright, so we're in program mode again. Alright, so here's programming your running light brightness. Each time I push it, it gets a little bit brighter. Of course, the camera does a terrible job of showing what I'm seeing, but at least you have an idea. That cycles through the 10 levels of running light brightness. And I can tell you I'm already seeing stars, and that's just the running light. Brake light's even brighter. Alright, so we're in program mode again. We're going to go to program 3, which is brightness of brake lights. Actually, that's 4. Program number 4. That's your brake lights. Alright, and next is your brake alert pattern. So we'll go 1, 2. And this is what it's going to do when you hit the brakes. And you really have almost limitless amounts of options for this. Every time you hit it, it's going to show a different way. It's going to strobe. It's going to flash a little bit. It's going to strobe a lot. It's just going to turn on. It's going to flash a couple times. I mean, it really comes down to total personal preference on what you like.
We hope you enjoyed our installation video. If you want us to create more great videos like this one, please help support our channel by simply clicking the like button down below. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you're notified when we post up new videos. If you have any questions, please be sure to send us an email. You can give us a call. We are always here to help. And of course, check out our website at hardracing.com. See you soon.